superhero covers tonight. That should be fun. I'm wondering, because there are no like big iconic Archie superhero covers. So I'm kind of interested in how this one's going to go. Are we going to get a 10 tonight? I don't know. This is quite interesting. I said interesting 6 times, but yeah, I like this. I'm sure we're going to show off some covers you guys haven't seen. So without further ado, as they say, let's get this party started. All right, and hello to everybody in the chat. Jackson Raykirk's in the house. Jay, what's up, Maranya? One Slick Dude. Okay. Pretty cool. Let's get this. Oh, and Dark Admiral. Hello to you too, sir. All right, let's get this thing going. And it looks like Pixel, you're in the starting seat, and you've got Archie Super Teens issue.
Yeah, who put a Pixel in the first seat?
Oh, well, I go by the bottom quite a bit. So there you go.
We're talking about this, though, not.
There we go. All right. So, Pixel, here you go. Archie Super Teens, number 1.
Archie Super Teens.
Pixel is a sacrificial lamb starting us off.
Well, this is pretty good. It's something's a little bit off with it, but I still think that this is a very good cover. Yeah, I'm gonna go 8.
Alrighty. And how about you, RDV?
This must be 90s. Wow. I'll go 8. Yeah.
Alrighty. We got 2 8s already. And Melissa.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling 8 as well. I mean, there's a lot of strong, like, not strong, but the funny thing about these stylized characters is like to get those cartoony faces, to get the max film, you have to be spot on, or else it just looks kind of odd. But these are definitely done by a skilled penciler, and the layout's good. It's very cute. I like it.
All righty. How about you, Eric?
Keep the 8 train rolling.
All righty. I guess it's unanimous then. It's a pose cover. It's a introduction cover, much like you would see on many number 1 issues. It does do a little characterization, though, as we see, of course, Jughead in the background eating a hamburger. And the fact that Betty's the only one carrying school books in her normal identity. All right, let's move up to the chat and see what they've got to say. Okay. Jay's saying 7, Ethereal a 9, and Michael Taylor an 8. So we've got a 7, an 8, and a 9. And then we've got, let's see, an 8 from Joe, 1 Slick, 2 Modern, I guess, says Jackson, giving it a 6. So 2 8s and a 6. And then we have, let's see, give it a 5, says Eric and Boyd. 6, colors seem off, says Dark Admiral. Okay, so we've got a 5 and a 6, and that seems to be the stop of the votes for right now. And if you do have a late one, by all means, let us know. But for now, we're going to see where this one lands. Oh, hey, Maranya, Archie Super Teens, number 1. This rendering of Super Teens feels a bit angry with slightly evil smiles. By the way, that is something that happens in these books. I was actually kind of surprised at how many of those are done. Well done overall. Score a Jughead 8. All right. And here we go. And let's see where this one lands. We have 1 5 and 2 6s and 1 7 taking out no 10s, just that 9. And then trying the other 3 are trying to take on 8 8s and losing. This one is an 8, ladies and gentlemen. We will see how we do. Alrighty. I have no idea how this is going to go tonight. Like sometimes I could see a cover and go, well, that one's going to do well. I have no idea. But here we go, RDV. You could start us off. Archie Super Teens, number 3.
All righty. Interesting. It'd be great if they were made like ice cream monsters out of Pop Tates, shot, but yeah, I'm gonna stick with the 8. So this is kind of weird.
Alrighty. And how about you, Melissa?
Huh. I think I'll give it an 8 too. Yeah.
Alrighty. And Eric?
8.
That is going to be a thing today, isn't it? Alrighty, Pixel, what do you think?
Yeah, it's another 8.
They're very good covers, but okay, alrighty.
Listen, very good isn't bad. It's just it's not doing anything astounding. It's doing a really solid job. It's better than good, but it's just not reaching that level of wow.
Alrighty. Oh, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, it had been requested we do some Legion of Superheroes covers, and you know what? I'm not against that at all. This happened when I was showing off the books that are going to be in the auction tomorrow. There's a lot of Legion of Superheroes. So I've got the eras, Superboy and the Legion, which starts off after the Adventure Comics with the first one's that Timberwolf cover. Then we have, I think it's issue number 256 to 3 until the end of the run, basically. And that is when it becomes its own title, Legion of Superheroes. So that's the second one. The third one is the Legion of Superheroes Baxter series. And that's the blue cover. You see, the team kind of rushing out. And then soon after that, there was what was called the 5 years later, the Adult Legion, where it's kind of dark. It's also called the Dark Legion. That's what I got it marked as. It was a Keith Giffen book. So those are the 4 choices. By all means, whatever you guys choose will do. I know where I'm going to be voting for as far as that's concerned, though, because I do dig on the old stuff. So, all righty. Let's get back to it here, and let's get to the chat and see what they think about this one. Jay and Joe say 8s, and Eric and Boyd says 6s, or 6. And then we have another 8 from One Slick and Michael Taylor, and Jackson says 6. All righty. We have, let's see, Dark Admiral and Ethereal say 8 and 6, so they just add 1 more each to that pile. You hear that, Maranya? Somebody ripped off your Maranya's Legion peanut pets. Archie Super Teams, number 3, Goofy Monsters versus Evil-Looking Heroes. Poor Pop. This doesn't feel like an Archie to me, art-wise. Score a Pop 7. All righty. And in this case, once again, no 10s, no 9s. And we have 1 7 and 3 6s trying to take on 10 8s. This is clearly an 8. All righty. Here we go.
The only Legions of Pets that are available is not DC Comic Books. It's over at Comic Book Memories every Saturday mornings on the Silver channel.
All righty.
DC
And
Comics,
here you go. RDV. Archie Super Teams versus the Crusaders, issue number 1.
Did we skip people, or it just seems like it's just me and Pixel doing covers?
Oh, you two. Oh, no, it's Melissa's turn. I am sorry, Melissa.
It's just like
I got a little bit off there. Let me put the Go 4.
I'm like, Eric's here too, right? It's like,
Nope.
Right.
Gosh, I'm and they're definitely kind of moving away from the Archie traditional influence. They're doing a more traditional comic book illustration, and actually, I like it that just letting the artists do what they do best, and you end up feeling with something that just feels a lot better. Let's see, is it a 9? Well, it's definitely at least an 8, but I think it's about one of the better ones. It's the best one I think for I've seen yet. So I think it's 1 of 9.
Okay. And how do you feel, Eric?
I'm giving this a 10. This is Tom Grummett, who I think is a very good superhero artist. And this is a legit superhero cover with, half the characters being teen humor, the other half being, old time, just 40s through 60s characters. I like this.
All righty. And how about you, Pixel?
I think that this is really good. In fact, this might be our best thus far. I think it's awesome. I'm going to go 9.
All right. And RDV?
I'm going 10. Yeah, I understand they were the last couple issues they're trying to do Archie, but they're also trying to do superhero stuff too, and it wasn't really working as much. This is more entertaining. They drew more like Melissa said, more like a comic book.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Shield, and you have what's his name? It's not the Human Fly. What's the guy's name?
Well, I think that's the Web, actually.
The Web, yeah, the Web.
Yeah, I think this is kind of and of course we've got Steel. I'm trying to figure out who the red suited blue trunk guy is, and the one in front of us looks like the Black Hood.
Like this looks cool. Like if you're gonna do a Super Teens versus Crusaders with F, you cannot do this in the regular Archie kind of like, hey guys, Riverdale. You got to go more serious because it's tribute to the Golden Age characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ones the guy that you're talking about, that's Steel Sterling.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Now, I gotta say, I hear Amy, of course, when she goes off on a comic book and she's talking about like shading and depth and such like that. That is what I'm looking at, and I'm thinking that is amazing on this, because if you look at the faces, they're shaded and you can see just like a little touch that gives them a lot more depth, a lot more almost like a 3D look. Except it's not overdone, which we've also seen in comic covers before. And I think that's what really makes this one stand out. It's shaded in a way to give it more of a 3D, more of a regular comic feel, as we're told. But it's still bright to match the Archie's usual look. So, yeah, absolutely a 10 in my opinion because of that alone. Michael Taylor's giving it a 9. Jay and One Slick are 10s each. Alrighty, so we've got a 9 and 2 10s. And then we've got an 8 from Jackson and 9 from Eric and Boyd. And then 8 Archie and the Shield on the same cover as Historical, says Joe. And then we have 8 Archie and the read that one. Archie Super Teens, Crusaders, Archie characters in more traditional style. This is a lot better than the other 2 covers so far. Score of Super Crusaders 10. And then we have well drawn, but a little generic, says Ethereal, giving it a 9. Okay, and with that, we lost our 10. All righty, so let me get the stop here, because it was 1 8 and 5 9s. Well, it would have been a 9 anyway. Going after 6 10s, but with that extra, it's definitely. So let me put the stop here, and we'll get this one into the 9 category. All right, moving on up to the east side. There we go. And let's check on next up is Eric, and you have Archie's Super Teens number 4.
Well, it's a 10 for Veronica's outfit alone.
All right.
What is it, Pixel? What is it Angel would be saying right now?
Well, it's funny you say that because
or as Doc Ock likes to say, those gams.
But Breen, look at the fire hose behind her. Fire engine.
Yeah. No suggestiveness there.
Not at all. And honestly, it's the guy attacking Archie. This is good art on top of the fact that I mean this is a legit good cover. So yeah, definitely another 10.
And Reggie's knocked out. That's great.
That's
Professor Pixel.
Hi, I'm Professor Pixel. How are you doing today? This is a really good one.
Hi, Professor Pixel.
I still have to go 9, I think.
You would.
Already?
I'm sorry.
RDV?
Don't give me that 9 crap and say you're sorry.
Okay.
This is a 10.
All righty. How about you, Melissa?
I actually owned this comic,
Mhm.
and I knew the man who drew it. He's John Hebert. He did work on Sonic the Hedgehog and like early X-Men adventures, Punisher. Yeah, it's just great to see it again. And actually, I got to see him at a couple conventions. We were friends. We talk on Facebook. It's just so cool to see his art again. And that was his design. He was really proud of it. Yeah, it was so good to see it again. It's a 10.
All righty. And yeah, I'm enjoying this. Obviously, the Veronica outfit is good, but like Eric said, it is good art on top of that. Who is the E back there? Is that Reggie?
Yeah,
On the
evil.
ground?
Yeah, he's Evil Heart
Evil.
in this universe.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's
All right.
Jughead.
Okay. And let's see what the rest are saying. Jay is saying 10. Eric Boyd saying 10. I agree with Eric, although nice action in the background. I'm almost sweating here.
Is
Okie
Veronica
dokies.
making a villain turn? Heel turn?
Joe says 6. Veronica's such a B. She's a GDB. One slick dude says 10, and Jackson and Michael say 9s. So let's see. 1 10 and 2 9s. And Maranya saying Archie Super Teens number 4. Good art. Wish the heroes were a bit bigger on the cover, even with a few flaws. This 10. All righty. We've got an 8 from Ethereal Dragon. Okay, here we go, guys. It is 1 6 and 1. What? Hold up. 1 6 1 8. And we have 3 9s and trying to take down 7 10s. And guys, we have our first 10. There we go. All righty. And all it took was half naked Veronica. There you go.
He's half clothed too.
Oh, that is true. You know what? I was looking at that glass as half clear.
And Pitts would
Alrighty,
give it a
let's
10 if she'd have shriveled up Aunt May gams.
I know, right? All right, it's my turn to start us off here, and I get issue number 5, and we have enter Pure Heart, teenage superhero to battle the diabolical Super Fink, the Ice Cube, when we see him in an Acme truck firing ice. It's very simple cover here. I think it scores the points. I'm going to give it an 8. What do you say, Pixel?
Interpure. So I think that this one is actually just a 7. That's good.
All righty. And how about you, RDV?
I'm liking this. Mr. Freeze, I guess, over there. He's got a block head too. It's cube guy. I'm gonna go 9 with this. This is cool.
All right, we got a 9 from RDV. What about Eric? Oh, man, I forgot to put the go in. Oh, well, thank you, Jackson. Jackson drew a line for it.
I thought he was just
All right.
bored.
Oh, okay. All righty. How about you, Melissa?
Okay. This one has like the situation. There's a good narrative in the layout. The action, the good action pose. You can really understand what's happening. Everyone's motivation is clear. It's a nice background, and the colors are really, really bright. Yeah, I think I'll give it a 9.
All righty. And Eric.
Yeah, I was leaning towards that myself. It's not quite a 10 because I think there's going to be some more old-timey covers that probably will do a little bit more than this. So, a 9.
All righty. And going to the chat, Michael's giving it an 8. And we've got a 6 from Jackson, a 9 from Jay. All righty. Do we have, yep, we've got another 6 from Eric and Boyd and a 7 from Dark Admiral. We've got 2 6s, a 7, 8, and 9. 2 6s, 1 7, 1 8, and 1 9. All righty. Maranya is saying Archie Pure Heart. Now, this is in the spirit of the original Archie comics. Well rendered, score a Pure Heart 10. And then we have Ethereal giving it a 6. I'm on this channel, of course, on board, says Jackson. And then we have 9, first appearance, Pure Heart. Okay. All right, there we go. Let's see. We got a 6 and a 9. 6 and a 9. Okay. Let me get the stop. And once again, if you have a late vote, just put it down. We'll put it into the score and see how it goes. Let's see what we got here, ladies and gentlemen. 3-6 is taking out 110 and 2 of the 5 9s. And then we have 2 7s. And that takes out, that leaves 1 9, 2 8s. 1 9 is taken out with 1 8 left over. There we go. All righty. Bum, bum. Okay, moving on. And it is again Professor Pixel's turn. You get issue number, or comic number 6. And this is Archie Super Teens, issue number 2.
Okay.
Crusaders. This is, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a little more than the last
Incredible layout. Whoever the artist was that laid this out was amazing.
Let's go with 8.
Alrighty. 10, 9, and 8. Alrighty, RDB.
I like the colors of this. Is
Yeah, they kind
Wow.
of pop. They almost look Silver Age.
they almost look like Spider-Man with the hearts.
I
like
know,
the
right?
web. And then, so with everything, like, how can I not go for a 10 on this? At least we know where he's hanging from. He's not just. But it would be great though if he just had a rope and we had no idea where it's coming from.
Yeah, it would look very much like the original cover. Melissa, what do you say?
Actually, I'm kind of leaning toward making this a 10 too. It's a really fun, exciting layout. I like the Archie's energy hanging from the titles. For the title, it's really clever. I was actually convinced that it was actually Golden Age for a sec until 2018, and of course, Comics Code Authority. But this is one of my favorite covers today, so I'm going to give it a 10. You know, and the one with Veronica's new outfit. Oh gosh, she had a name to go with that.
All right. All right. Let's go to Eric and find out what he thinks about this one.
I have never seen this before.
I've never seen a cover like it.
This is straight up one of the best homage covers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You literally have never seen this?
Oh,
one.
no, I haven't. I mean, down to the color schemes. I mean, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
It's amazing.
And it's absolutely a 10.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
It's like once like it's like Cyclops is back there with his fist raised.
So I'm just curious, Melissa, do you know what this is homaging?
I'm afraid I don't.
Is this the
How good is this cover when she didn't know what it was homaging? Gives it a 10. Anyway,
I know, right?
This
No,
is good.
it's just so good.
Is this Spider-Man versus the Avengers?
No, this is annual number 1.
There you go. Yep. All righty. Let's see. Michael says 10. Jay says 8. Rhaegar says 7. And Jackson says 8. So we've got 2 8s, a 7, and a 10. All righty. 1, 2, 3, and zoinks. All righty. And then we have, we know what this is an homage to, says Michael. 9 from One Slick, 8 from Ethereal, and Eric and Boyd. So we have 2 8s. And let's see, a 9 from One Slick Dude. And then Maranya says, Archie Super Team, definite Marvel Spider-Man influence, well rendered overall, has Silver Age silliness feel to it, but in a good way. Score a Crusaders 10. And we've got my daughter. Hey, Ash, what's up? How you doing? Get a camera. Come on in. Great Googly Moogly is saying an 8. Alrighty. And then just say hi to my daughter, guys. Alrighty, let's see.
My England's daughter.
Illinois actually had something good happen today. Do you hear about that? A federal judge in the Southern District of Illinois had issued a permanent injunction prohibiting the state of ban of assault weapons. So,
well, we've got for this one 1 7. taking down one of those 6 10s, and then we've got 6 10s knocking down the 5. We got 6 8s knocking down the rest of the 5 8 10s. And are you shitting me?
What?
1, and then 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is an 8. How do I do this? I've never had this before. I've never had this work before. I don't know if it's an 8 or a 9. Okay. Because I've got 1 5 or 1 6, 1 6. And the way it would work is the 7 takes out one of those 10s. And then the 6 8s take out the last 5 10s and the 9, which would leave 8. Because I always round down. Okay, that's the way I normally do it. So I cannot believe this one is in the 8 column. All right, there we go. All righty, guys. I cannot believe that one. All right, so that was Professor Pixel, RDV. You get to carry us on cover number 7, which is Archie's Superhero Special.
Wow. I feel like the older you go, the better you're getting.
I try to do that, yes.
Yeah. Wow. 10.
Oh, hold up. Hold up.
Huh?
Just for a second. Dark Admiral, as I was figuring it out, graded it a 9. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a cover change then.
Well, that's exciting.
Which, yeah. All righty. I told you if it changes anything, we will change what it does. And there you go. So that does go to a 9. All right. Cool.
Dark Admiral with the 3 ballot jump.
All righty. There we go.
But yeah, I said this is a 10.
Okay. And let's see. Let's go to Melissa. What do you think?
Let's see. That's a lot of action and a lot of interesting layout choice. You know, with the kind of like it's a bunch of vignettes. It's not in it's not in a specific environment. But those are solid illustrations.
The black hood's up there.
And that faces are really on model. So yeah, I think it's a 10.
See, now there's a fly and the web. Get those together, guys, together.
Okay, so what do you think, Eric?
I think I wish I had this.
Right?
This is cool.
Wow, thing. I think I love
It's also a 10.
All righty.
I wonder what year this is.
And Pixel.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, this cover just has a lot of action. Looks fun. Let's I really have no complaints. Let's go 10.
All righty. Yeah, at first time I saw it, and this almost did not make the cut. Because first time I saw it, I was like, wow, that's very just crowded. But then as I looked, I was like, no, it really isn't. Because there's a lot of like moving around. There's a lot of characters, but everything's clear. And instead of being crowded, instead of being cluttered, it actually is just a lot of stuff that draws your eye to different things. This would be a cover you could look at multiple times and maybe get something different out of it each time. All righty, so here we go, and that is a 10 from. That was a 10 from Ardiva, right? And then it was a 10 from Lisa and from Eric, and then from Pixel.
Who the hell's Ardiva?
All righty.
You having a stroke there, buddy?
Yes. All righty. So Jay says 10, and so does Ethereal and Michael. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we have Eric and Boyd giving it an 8. And Dark Admiral, no, I swear I'm not a paid operative. That's good to know. And he gives this an 8 as well. All righty. Next up, One Slick says 10. And Maranya says, Archie Super Special. More Silver Age silliness. Busy cover, but in a good way. Score special 10. So we've got 2 10s. And let's see. It is indeed a fun cover with a lot of cartoon action, says Eric and Boyd. I agree with Eric, says Rhaegar. Rhaegar gives it a 10. And then we have, is everybody doing better than Robert De Niro? Well, I could use his money. Probably 6'6" Batman inspired with Zap Pow Bam. I'm with Jackson. Give it a 6, says Trusty. All righty. And we have every party has a pooper. That's what we invited you, Trusty Sidekick. Let's see what else we got. Oh, my daughter disappeared. What's up with that? Okay. So there we go. Let me get the stop, and if she votes in a little bit later.
To be fair, Trusty and Jackson are in the same boat, sailing away from this 10.
Did I get Jackson Roykirk? Yes, I did. Oh, wait. That was a 6, right? Yes, I did.
Yeah, they both got 6s.
Pixel, the song you were doing, the band that does that sounds wretched. Who was that?
That sticks.
Nobody pays attention to Eric very much. All right.
A band named after Styx? Oh my gosh, there's been one called Rolling Stones, and Wednesday If I've Ever a Door.
Yeah.
They're not original.
Okay, kids, we've got 2 6s, 2 7s trying to take on 11 10s. We have our second 10 of the night. There we go. And yes, it is almost like it was designed to hopefully have the better covers in the later part of the show.
Trusty, I'm here to chew gum and ruin the curve, and I'm all out of gum.
All righty. Who was that one? If it was 5, then it was Pixel RDV. Next is Melissa.
Yes.
You get number 8. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, vote in the poll for what's next.
Let's see. Oh, wow. Those are some really on-model characters of fun energy. Cute poses. My wall, my hero. That's adorable. Yeah, I think I think I'll. Yeah, it's a really good. Yeah, it's a 10. Oh, Eric and Boyd wonders if we can get a start.
Got it.
Oh shoot! I totally forgot. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Jackson put Psy in
I
line.
I did put in a start.
Oh,
Jackson put in the Psy, and I have the start down there.
Yeah, I just.
Oh wait, no, you put in the start. Okay, sorry guys. Anyway, what do you score this, Melissa?
10, sir.
10. All righty. How about you, Eric?
Well, Zach just texted me and said he's really troubled by the difference in hand sizes.
Darn it! I was going to say that.
I'm going to say 9.
All righty. And Pixel?
Yes. Let's go 9.
All right. So we got 2 9s and RDV.
I like how they put the random tumbleweed in there and on his floor. It's like what post apparel. It looks like there's a fuzzy little monster on the carpet. Yeah, I'm gonna go 9 with this too. I like it. Can't trust the post office because they're villains.
So Jay says 10. What if you were here to chew curve and ruin the gum? Jay says 10, and Eric and Boyd says 8. This one's a little better, says Trusty, giving it an 8. And Michael and Dark Admiral say 10. All right, so we got 3 10s, 2 8s. 1, 2, 3, and 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and up and down. And Jackson
Mr.
Raker says 7. What's up?
I was going to reply back to Mr. Boyd's thing. Eric Breen had said if Zach would hear, he'd be disturbed by how the hands are different sizes. Going back to the other night on, was that Monday?
All right, so Jackson says 7, One Slick says 9, and MK says 8. And what's up? What's up, MK? So we got a 7, an 8, and a 9. And then we have, was that mailman carrying winning ballots from Jackson? And Maranya says, Cap, Pure Heart number 6. Great action cover in the style and spirit of the Archies. Well rendered. Score Pure Heart 10. All righty, there we go. And right, so let's get the stop on that. If there's any late voters, by all means, put that late vote in. And if it changes something, we will change that something. But for now, what we've got is 1, 7, 1, 8, taking down 2 of those 5 10s, and then 7 9s take out the rest, leaving only 9 standing. Dun dun. There we go. And let's see of whom is next. That would be issue number 7, or 8. So it's not. That would be Eric. Eric's next. Already, and you get, what do you get? Jughead as Captain Hero. Issue number 2.
Plain, but I don't know if it really needs to have anything more than that. I'm going to say 9.
All righty. And how about you, Pixel?
One moment. Let's go 8.
All righty. And how about you, RDB?
I'm going to go 7.
Okay. And Melissa?
Let's see. I'm kind of feeling more of an 8.
All righty.
Jug
And
doesn't
Eric?
need to. I agree.
Oh, Eric did start off this one. I'm agreeing with the 8s. I think it's decent. I think it's a good, solid cover, but overall, it's all right. It's all right. One thing that gets me is that looks like Betty's little sister more than Betty in the background. My intracranial intercom warned me that Super Teen and Pure Heart were in trouble, but I didn't expect to find the villain wearing my face, says Jughead. Alrighty. And let's go to the chat. And we've got 7 from Rhaegar, an 8 from Dark Admiral, and a 10 from Jay. 7, 8, and 10. Alrighty. Then 7 from Trusty, 7 from Ethereal, 9 from One Slick, and 8 from Michael Taylor. So we've got 2 7s, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 8, and 9. And next up, Jug Rule says J, but Jackson says 8, even if they mistype Steve Ditko's name at the bottom. Did they? Oh, ditto. Let's see. And Captain Hero, another fun cover in the pure Archie style. Well rendered. Jughead gets time to shine too. Score a Hero 10. I like the way you put in that too. Okay, so we have an 8 and a 10. And it's Bizarro Jughead. I'll go 7, says MK. All right, I'm putting in the stop. And of course, do accept any late votes. Here we go. And let's find out where this one lands us. And we've got 5 7s taking out both 10s and both 9s and one of the 8s. There's 5 8s left. So there we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And let's get there. And that was me, right? So we're back to Pixel.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
Hi, Pixel.
Right. And there you go. You got Captain Pure Archie as Captain Pure Heart number 4.
I'm gonna go 7. It's good, but
This one I'm actually not feeling as much.
Okay. And how about you, RDB?
Oh, I'm gonna go 10 with this. I like this. The background, everything, the placement, everything. Let's go.
Okay, Melissa.
That is a nice environment and a good action lines and just Veronica. I think I'll go 10.
All right. Eric.
What goes through the mind of someone on a panel that can look at this and not see a 10?
I don't know.
What trolls said soul to?
I think it's somebody who disrespects Dick, Vic, Bob, and Bill.
It's and sings sticks.
Yeah. Well, that would be the good part of their souls. Nobody's horrible.
Well, maybe there
Sticks
was just
being the greatest band ever created.
Maybe there was. Of course, it was.
It was, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for agreeing. Finally, we got an agreement.
Well, I'm trying to make you look good to your daughter.
There you go. Yeah.
Who I think is left again.
No, she's seen me at my darkest. She will not fall for that.
Justin Trudeau? What? Oh.
I never went that dark.
I've never seen him that dark. No.
Yeah, I've never gone that dark. All righty. So Eric went 10 on this one.
Yep.
And I'm going 9 on it because I think it's awesome. Or super awesome. Or awesome. Let's see what we got going on. Arch, go for okay. We got Jay with a 1-. Are you really giving this a 1?
No,
okay,
keep
10.
reading.
Okay. Back down to 6, says Jackson. Disagree with you there, Jackson. Let's see.
Senses.
Jay is saying 10, and Ethereal says 7, and One Slick says 10. So we've got 2 10s and a 7. And next up, let's see, another 7 says Trusty. And we have 10, very, very cool cover, colors and details, says Michael Taylor. I have an opposite version of that Hardy Schnapps Bacardi. Okay, Hardy. Okay, I got you. 9 from MK, 9 from Great Googly Moogly. Alrighty, and next up, Captain Pureheart number 4 says Maranya, classic Marvel action cover drawn in the Archie style, excellent rendering and background. Score a Pureheart 10. Jimmy Kimmel has also gone dark. Well, he certainly hasn't gone funny. Rhaegar is saying this is an 8. Alrighty. And let's see where this one lands. And once again, if you have a late vote, just put that down. We will count it.
Can we go a little easy on Jimmy Kimmel? He's going to have to find an entirely new gardening staff.
Yeah, I like that one. Okay, that was good. Okay, so here we have 1 6, 3 7s, and 1 8. Alrighty, and that is taking down 5 of the 7 10s, and there's 3 9s. So 1 9 stands. There we go. Alrighty. And that is that. And that was Pixel. So next up, we've got RDV getting issue number or comic 11. There we go. Jughead is Captain Hero number 1.
After Image Effects, 10.
Alrighty. Yeah, I know you dig on those. Okay. Melissa, what do you think of this action cover?
Oh, the whammies comes where you do, and that's the rescue, and that's me too. Yeah, I think I'll give it a 10. I do like Jughead.
Alrighty. Okay, and Eric.
I think I can give this a 10 as well.
Alrighty, we've got 3 10s from this one. As we see Jughead saying, my pal Archie has been zapped into a juvenile delinquent by that villain, the Whammy, who looks a lot like Lex Luthor. This calls for Captain Hero, no, to the rescue. And that's me too. I like the I do like the change. I like the whole thing. Like you see the motion and everything. Reminds me of a few of the older Superman comics where you would see that. I like this one. I'm giving it a 10 as well. But what about you, Pixel?
I think that this is, yeah, I love the transition. That's the key thing. I'm going to go ahead and join the chorus. 10.
10. It gets a 10. Alrighty. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the vote is, or the poll is in. It's Legion of Superheroes. That was a request that I absolutely 100% can get behind because Legion of Superheroes is one of my favorite titles of all time, and I've collected and read all of them up to the Bendis run, which I refuse. So check it out, see which one fits you, the one that you want to see us go through, and of course you guys help. All right, let's get to the chat and see what they think about number 11. And I have just been neglecting the whole start thing, but thank you for One Slick Dude. All righty. Trusty is saying 8 for Captain Hero Sandwich, number 1. Alrighty. And then we have 10 from Jay. And One Slick, no, that's a thing no man want to see. Wait, what? Let's see. Jackson says 8. Michael says 10. Cool Jughead. Okay. And we've got a 10 from One Slick Dude. Maranya is saying Captain Hero number 1. Strong Marvel influence, but retains the Archie wholesome image. Jughead knocks out Rex Ruther. Score a Hero 10. It deserves 1,000 for sure.
Rex Ruther?
Rex Ruther. And then 9 from Ethereal and 9 from Rhaegar. And let's see his prior comment to the for the contest. Context. I don't know about, but dark, but very wet from all his crying. Okay. I guess that was context. All right. Okay. Yeah. Jimmy Kimmel. Right. MK says 10. Cool punch. And did you hear David Zaslav said he feels Trump winning means good for WB deals? Hopefully so. And Dark Admiral says 9. All righty. So we've got a 10 and a 9. And Trusty says he missed my suggestion earlier, so I'll say it again. Late 80s, early 90s. No, sir. I saw that, and I was actually, it inspired me. I'll put up innovation. But what I was thinking of is I want to bring together 3 miniseries. And the first one is, and it might just be The Thing, but The Thing from Another World. And I know, I know there were other series or miniseries that came around that time. But as soon as, I don't even think Thing from Another World is innovation. I'm probably thinking wrong. But as soon as I heard that, it popped right in my head. I think that's a great idea. I think it's a great idea. We'll put that in or for suggestion, or I'll just add it to the thing. All righty. Let's get the stop. And if there are any last minute votes, I did get the 9 from Dark Admiral. And let's see, we got Captain Hero number 1 with 2 8s, 4 9s, trying to take out 9 10s. Ladies and gentlemen, our third 10. But will this final cover get us there? I do believe it's Melissa's turn to lead us off. So let me put in the go for... All right. And Melissa,
Yes, sir.
you have Archie is Pure Heart the Powerful, issue number 1.
Oh. Lord the Octopus. Can he entangle the fate of Pure Heart in an evil grasp? Conceived, produced, and created by Dick, Vic, Frankie, and Johnny. I think I'll give this one an 8. Some of the inking in the hands. Yeah.
All right. We got an 8 from Melissa. Eric, what do you say?
I can't not give this a 10.
All righty. And how about you, Pixel?
I'm gonna go 8 too.
Alrighty, we've got 2 8s and a 10 so far. RDV, how are you going to balance this out?
Well, just like my paw, I can't see how you can't give this a 10. I know the cover's a little fuzzy, but if you squint, you can see a 10.
This was the third choice, by the way. I went to 3 different places. Actually, I went to 5. All of them had this cover, like this exact cover. I kid you not. Let's see. Jay said, oh, nope, we're not there yet. I've got to put mine in. I'm going to go right in the middle there with a 9. And Jay says 10. And Michael says going pretty quick, gives it a 10. Alrighty. Yeah, it is. Tonight just kind of, there wasn't a lot of comments. And because sometimes that's, wait a second. Hold on. Normally, our show runs an hour and a half to 2 hours. The only thing I could see here, I mean, it's the normal 12 covers, is that Amy is not with us.
Well, I mean, she's sick. She's not dead.
But I don't mean dead. I mean, like, she's not here. Does Amy actually add 30 to an hour onto this show?
No.
No.
I'm kidding.
There's less people watching and voting.
Yeah, I know. There's less voting and less commenting and such like.
We don't have one
because Amy's not on the show.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's where is that one undead dude?
I know, but no, let's face it. One thing that's great about Amy is she will comment to the point where she's talking about the guy looking like he's on roller skates in the background. I mean, it is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. We do hope that Amy is feeling better, and she's always welcome, and hopefully she'll be better by next Friday, where we're doing Charlie Brown covers from Dell and Gold Key and all sorts. So,
Rhaegar, I barely said a word tonight, so I don't know where to get this from.
Yeah, I know, right? All righty, so let's see how everybody else does. Wait, did I add on? Yeah, I already went. Let's see. I did not read off. Who did I not read off?
Well, you started with Jackson, I thought, right?
I got Jay and Michael. I did not read Jackson. 6 looks like a not brand F cover. Okay. So there we go. That's the one I had to start off with. There we go. All righty. 10 from 1, Slick 8 from Ethereal, and MK says 10. So we got 2 10s and an 8. And then we have Pure Heart number 1. This cover is zany feel of early Mad Magazine covers. Love the action and rendering. This earns a Zap Pal 10 from Maranya, 9 from Trusty Sidekick, and Rhaegar. All righty. And for some reason, I am being shamed by Jackson. Let's see. Melissa Lester, please pass on our well wishes for Amy.
I will. Thank you.
Yes,
and thank you,
well.
MPF and Michael and Rhaegar.
Saying, I prefer the details that Amy provides. She always sees random things. Oh, I know. It's awesome, isn't it? There's actually, that's the main reason why I started, instead of going, Amy, you get to do cover 7, you get to do number 8, Melissa, is because I like when they are working with each other, talking about you two. I mean, sometimes I do have to rein you in a little bit because, we're on like, minute 6.
Well, for those who watch Geeky Pup Show, is like, and introducing Amy Melissa Lester, and it's usually in stereo, and then she says, hi, and it's like, it's mono.
There you go.
Yeah. It was a little sad. Yeah, all of it.
And okay, and Amy has an adorable ASMR voice, says MK. Okay, MK, I'll ask, is she single? Apparently MK is really flirting here.
With disaster.
All righty. Let's see. Did I get Disaster Admiral Disasters 10? I don't think I did. All right.
Disaster Admiral is Dark Admiral.
Disaster Admiral. Yeah, I know you said disaster, and that was in my head. All righty, and let's see where we stand here. I got Rhaegar's, and then we started reading the Well Wishers. Have a game with her in 11 hours, so we shall see. Says Ethereal.
No. 43 monkeys escaped from a testing lab.
Yeah, I saw that. This is how 28 days started. That was Outbreak. By Outbreak was the rhesus monkey. There was a chimpanzee that started Outbreak. All right, let's get the stop here. Okay. There you go. And see what we got is a 6 taking down one of the 8 10s. And then we have 3 8s. And now we are down to 4 10s. And then we have 3 9s. And that means 1 10 stands. All righty, kids. There we go. Well, hold up. Did I just disappear?
No, we're not that fortunate.
You look okay.
Wow, that took a long time for answering. I thought I did. All righty. Let me get this one down. And this is the rankings, ladies and gentlemen. This is the placement. We have an equal amount of each between 8, 9, and 10. That has never happened before, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 4 8s, 4 9s, and 4 10s. This is a first for this particular program. And yeah, I got to admit, I'm kind of, oh, wow, that's cool. Yeah. All right. The simple things in life. So, okay, guys who normally leave, don't leave. We're actually a half an hour to an hour early. You got time to kick back and give us your votes on where everything should be. All righty. Before we do that, though, you know what? No, let's do that. And then I'll show off some rejects and then we'll get to the poll. I know, leaves interest instantly. Okay, let's start on the 8. So I'm going to need your favorite and least favorite of the 8s. All righty, here's the go. And Pixel, what do you think? Favorite and least favorite of the 8s?
Favorite is the one that's there first, and least favorite is actually the second one.
Okay, the which one's the favorite?
So the favorite is the one that's already there, the Super Teens, and then the next Super Teens is my least favorite. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yep. Number Super Teens. I'm just gonna put 1 and 2. Alrighty, and then Super Teens 2. Alrighty, is the worst. Okay, so RDV, best and worst of the 8s.
Wow. Best is Ice Cube, the powerful one. Is there, and then the worst the 2 Jugheads.
Okay, and all are represented. Amy, what's your favorite and least favorite?
Well, let's see. My favorite is Pure Heart the Powerful. And my least favorite, it's one of the 2 Super Teens. I'm trying to decide whether it's one where they have the oddly sinister smiles or... Yeah, I think I'll go with the Super Teens, the first Super Teens.
Alrighty. The first Super Teens with
Yeah.
the bad smiles. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Eric, what do you say? And yes, Austin, your books have been shipped.
Favorite is Pure Heart the Powerful.
All right.
And least favorite is the second Super Teen cover.
Alrighty. And I am feeling the same way, except no, actually, I think I like the first cover the best, but the worst is definitely that the one in the malt shop. All right, let's go to the chat. Let's see what we got going on here. We've got 1 and 3, 1 being the best for Ethereal, and the third one, which is the Ice Cube, the Pure Heart the Powerful. 8's favorite is the Jughead, least demonic. Archie and Betty. What? Jughead, least demonic. Oh, okay. Hold on. Favorite is Jughead, least demonic is Archie and Betty. Okay. Now I guess that's the 1. So Jughead, that's the 2, and then the Super Teens up top. All righty, and then we've got my least hated one is the first one with the blue title. My most hated is the Doppelganger. Okay. And then we have, let's see, I think the only innovations I have are some Hero Alliance issues, says Jackson. Do you remember Adventure? Oh, you know, I would put Hero Alliance as its own thing. 8 is Best Evil Pose Smiles, and the worst is Bizarro Jugheads. All righty. And let's see, can you send me yeah, I can. I have it right in front of me. I'll send it to you after, okay? Y'all who voted Jughead worst, you have 3 senses. Third is the best. First is the worst. So we've got the Pure Heart, and the first one is the worst one. There we go. And not a company called Adventure Dark Admiral. I do remember a book called Adventures. Okay. And there we go. I guess that is that. Let's check out what we have here. I'll put in the stop. If you do have a late vote, though, of course, you can put your vote in. As always, now this is decided by ratio.
He's a great
guy. And let's see, we do have one with 0 positives and all negatives, and that is the Super Teens at the Malt Shop with the Monsters. And then we've got 1 positive with 3 negatives, and that is the Jughead, so it's where it needs to be. And then we have 5 positives with 3 negatives, and that's the Super Teens, leaving Pure Heart Powerful the best of the 8s. Alrighty, and let's get started on Go for the 9s. There you go. And Pixel, favorite and least favorite of the 9s.
Favorite is the one all the way to the left. Least favorite is it's the Pure Heart where he's punching the guy in blue.
Okay, so Archie Crusaders number 1 is the best, and the guy punching, he's punching somebody in blue. The one in the middle? Okay, gotcha. What was that's Pure Heart. All right. Alrighty, and RDV, best and worst.
Of the 9s, let's see.
Of the 9s.
The best is the Spider-Man homage.
Okay.
The worst is crashing to into the house lodge one. Should be the third one, yeah.
Okay. And how about you, Melissa?
Okay. My favorite is the the Spider-Man homage, the second from the left. And I guess my least favorite. I would say the last Pure Heart.
The last Pure Heart.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one on the far right.
Okay. Street fight. I don't know what to call it there. Street Pure Heart. All right. Okay. And Eric?
Best is the Spider-Man homage. And I think my least favorite is Kool-Aid Pure Heart.
Oh, no. And let's see. My favorite, I'm goodness gracious, the Street Fight, the first one. I'm going to give some love to that first cover. And the worst, I've got to agree, is Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid Pure Heart. Yeah. All righty. Ethereal is saying the best is number 1 and the worst is the 4th. All righty. And that's the Street Punch. And then we've got, I really liked Hero Alliance. So, okay. Let's see. 9, best is Spider-Man homage and worst is Lodge House Pure Heart. Okie dokie. And let's see. Best is the Super Spider. I'd have to dig them out. Blah, blah. 9, the best is the heroes flying downward in the sky. Worst is the wannabe Spider-Man. Alrighty. Up until that moment, that had no negatives. Best Snow Crusaders. Worst is Mailman Punch. Okay, Snow Crusaders. I guess that would be the first one. And Mailman Punch is the worst. And then we have MK, you are such a contrarian. Also, as a kid, I used to think Kool-Aid Man was the Macho Man in disguise. He was. Best is number 1. Worst is the 4th one. Alrighty, and that's from Rhaegar. Alrighty, in the Street Punch. Spider-Man best, Pure Heart worst, says Michael Taylor. Alrighty, Pure Heart. There's 2 of them. Dude, there's 2 Pure Hearts. Didn't really care for Michael Dudwitz either way. Alrighty. Well, just there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna assume it's the one that everybody else was saying is shit. Let's get the stop. All right, and here we go with this. Once again, they're ratioed. And what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, we actually do have 2 with no positives, all negative, and they're both Pure Hearts.
Dark Admiral
Except,
best.
say
Spider-Man
again?
best. You just got to vote for Spider-Man the best from Dark Admiral.
Okay, and what's
But
the worst?
I'm
No
waiting for
worst?
it. Yeah.
Well, in all honesty, he can't give us a shit ton of down votes anyway. So this is the way it's going to stay. The one with 7 negatives and was the Pure Heart Punch, the Kool-Aid Man, and then Street Punch comes next. And out of these 2, we have 6 positives, no negatives, and we have 5 positives, 1 negative, which leaves this exactly the way it needs to be right here. All right, let's go up to the 10s. And let me get the go for 10s. And Pixel, start us off.
10's favorite is, let's go with the superhero special. Least favorite is Powerful.
All righty. How about you, RDV?
All right, for the 10s, man. Superhero special is my favorite. The worst, oh man, dare I say it, is the Jughead in the end.
Jughead on the end. Okay, wow. And how about you, Melissa? What is your favorite and least favorite of the 10s? We are picking which one is going to the brackets, kids. And don't forget to vote in the polls.
My favorite is Super Teens. My least favorite, I apologize.
Okay.
It's not an easy thing to. I guess the superhero special.
All right.
Let's keep this
Okay, everybody. All right. So, okay, and the Super Teens, which was the Veronica. All righty. So, how about you, Eric? Which is the best and least best?
Yeah, I've got to go superhero special because it's the coolest comic booky cover.
Oh.
It was by a razor over Super Teens.
Yeah.
And my least favorite, I think, is Pure Heart the Powerful, barely under the Captain Hero. Because I love them all. So
Yeah, I know. They're all really, really cool.
like the superhero
Alrighty.
special. I feel like you're gonna have like a hostess ad in there too.
Okay,
It's so
so
awesome.
here's my thing. For me, it's between Super Teens with Veronica and the superhero special. Super Teens is a much more crisp, clear image. I think if you're talking about pure skill, you got to go with Super Teens. Superhero special is comic book chaos.
Yep.
And it's and that's why I think I'm going to go with that one. I think I'm going to go with superhero special. Both of them, those are the 2 that have me locked. The other ones, I like them both, but Pure Heart the Powerful, it doesn't convey a story like the Jughead does. All right, let's check out what everybody else is saying is the best and least and best of the tens. Jackson says best is Hot Veronica, and the worst is the special. And then we have number 2 is the best, and 3 is the worst. And that would be the superhero special being the best, and Pure Heart the Powerful being the worst, which obviously they're not worst. They're the least best. Hero is the best is Hero Jughead, and the worst is Superhero Special, says Maranya. Alrighty. And we have, let's see, Veronica is obviously the best. Worst is Jughead. And that was Rhaegar. Okay. And we have, which is the one I hate the most, yay, Melissa, you chose wisely. Ratio is Nuking the best cover, Jughead Hero. Super Teens, best, Pure Heart, worst. Alrighty. And we've got Pure Heart. Here we go. And then we have, let's see, will he get a big delight with every bite? It says Rhaegar. And first best, third worst, says Michael Taylor.
And he changed it 2 lines down.
What?
He changed mine to superhero special best.
Oh, superhero special is the best. Alrighty. And all right, I'll take down
and
one.
I think MK means the first one because I don't know where you get Wonder Woman from.
I know, well, Carry the Burden, change mine to superhero special best. Best is Girl Wonder Woman. Worst is, well, obviously that's the Super Teens. Worst is the special one. Alrighty.
Confirm the Hayes hostess.
Okay. Let us see. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is done by ratio, meaning, we just figure it out. Okay. So let's go there and let's go to it and see what wins. What do we got here? We do have one with 0 positive, all negative, and that is Pure Heart Powerful. And then we've got 1 positive, 1 negative, and that is Jughead the Hero. And then we've got 7 positive, but 4 negative, and then 4 positive and no negative. And ladies and gentlemen, it stays right here. And Super Teens with Veronica is the number 1. It's going to be going to represent these into the brackets. Number 12 is Malt Shop Monsters. Number 11 is Doppelganger Jughead. Number 10 is Evil Looking Super Teens. Number 5 is Pure Heart the Powerful versus the Ice Cube. Did I say 5? I meant 9. Wait, 12, 11, 10, 9. Yes. 8 is, oh yeah, Archie. Number 7 is Pure Heart knocking a guy out on the streets. Number 6 is the Amazing Spider-Man Annual 1 homage. We've got Super Teens versus the Crusaders. Number 1 is number 5. Number 4, Pure Heart the Powerful, number 1. Number 3, I believe that is Captain Hero, number 1. And number 2 is the Superhero Special. And number 1 is Super Teens, Sexy Veronica. There you go, gang. That is the list for tonight. Melissa, give Amy my best, says Jackson. I like hostess. Okay, talking about that. Let's show off a little bit. All right, let me stop this here, and I'll show you guys the rejects. You can tell me how much those were better than the ones that we just saw. All righty, here you go. I just thought this was a bunch of panels. It didn't really appeal, so I took this one out. That's why there wasn't a big image or anything to glom onto. Here is Archie as Pure Heart the Powerful. This could have gone in. I don't know. What do you guys think?
That was a cool one.
Yeah.
It's like the Trapster mixed with Venom.
And then we have Around the World with Archie, and it's a costume contest, but they're all dressed like they're superheroes.
I don't like Jughead because it looks like he's got a Betty's bottom half.
Yeah, it was weird. It just looked weird, right? Next up, the World of Jughead, where Captain
cool.
Hero is in an eating contest.
That reminds you of the old comic books. Yeah, the things is awesome.
Yeah. There we go. This was a digest of a collection of all the superhero titles. Yeah. And then we have another panel book, with 2 different panels on it. And then we have Archie Super Teens #2 with Veronica in a cube. The best of Archie,
cool.
best Archie comics ever. I was gonna put this on, but it seemed more of a compilation than a superhero. It does have Pure Heart Powerful on it.
It is excellent. But
Yeah,
okay.
it is really good.
It's got Fred Valente writing in there. I don't know how excellent it could be.
Yeah. Then we had the Captain Hero Digest. And another Captain Hero. This is issue #7. I don't know what's on Veronica's chest and why.
Water?
Yeah, I know, right? But it just looked weird. It looked like it was being produced by 2000's Nickelodeon. And then there we go with the other panel thing. I did like this one, however, because of the 3 of them flying, but ultimately it did not make it. And there you go. Those were the rejects. Is there any of them you would have taken out? You would have replaced with something?
2 Jugheads, the one that Maranya liked, that was a 10.
Yeah,
because this seemed kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know the focus on the Jugheads, but like the ones in the background, like you don't even need the Archie and his friends in the background for that.
I think if I took a closer look, I would have replaced that with the black hood.
You know what they should have done is had 2 Jugheads pointing to each other like they did in the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah,
that would have been so much better what they did. So
yeah, it would have. It would have. Alrighty, let's see. But it was okay. I did not mind what we had there. I thought it was kind of fun. Let me look up some stuff that we're going to be doing in the near future here as I'm getting the stop on the poll. Sunday is the year 1935. From here on in, every season is going to get a year. And I'm starting way back in 1935. And then in the next season, it'll be 36 and so on and so forth. So in 52 years, we'll be done. All right. Hawkman is on, Bad Comic Book Covers is on Tuesday. Then Jeff Johns' Hawkman on Wednesday. Friday will be Charlie Brown. And then next Sunday will be George Perez. And the following Tuesday, Amazing Spider-Man. And Werewolf by Night and Marvel Team Up. So there you go. That should clean up the finish up this season. Marvel Team Up will be the last one. All righty. There we go, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys liked it. You requested this, Eric. Did it live up?
Yeah, the only one I was surprised I didn't see show up in the one. I just looked it up and I wrote, okay, well, Archie, it was all the superheroes and no Archie characters, so that would probably why. Oh, and Jackson, I want you to think about one of Pixel's fingers right now.
Do it. Think about it. You know what? Actually, forget that. Forget thinking about it. Let's make dreams come true.
Thank you. That's for you, Jackson.
Just insane. Have you ever tried going to the Guinness World Records to see if you have the longest?
I know I don't.
Well, so. I did see you. Like I said, you were a hand model for the first issue of JSA this week.
Look at the cover.
Jay's right hand.
If his fingers if they did a background cover, his fingers would be going out to the middle of the back cover. How freaking long they were.
Alrighty. Well, anyway, guys, tomorrow night is the auction. We got a lot of Legion of Superheroes. We got a lot of Teen Titans. I went and picked up some early Punisher and some Justice Machine, as well as other books for the auction as well. So please join us for that. Hopefully you'll find something. It's going to start at 8 p.m. Eastern. We do the $1 books, and then we go 2, 3, 5, and big dogs are in.
Did he drop it?
Right at the end, really?
Wow.
That's actually hilarious.
Yeah, no way it's gonna be that much, MK. 90 million a year. That would break the system instantly. Jay, if you're not busy tomorrow at 8.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious. Because he dropped. His camera froze.
Yeah, we need somebody. I need somebody to talk sports with.
Maybe we'll pop back in. Because I don't know if it's my internet sometimes. I'm like, because throughout the whole entire stream, like I noticed he was kind of roboting a little bit.
Yeah, it's a week ago. I just would have assumed it was mine, but since I got the glitches out, I knew it was him.
Right? And I want to see the circle. Is it just me?
Yep.
No, he's the white circle of death. It's a Zach approved circle.
And he's gone.
Oh dear.
I wonder if he knew if he dropped.
Well, that's embarrassing at the end. Almost made it, man.
How long did it take you before
All right,
you realized
guys.
that no one was talking back to you?
Well, yeah, I know. Well, no, it actually did the little circle of death thing. I was like, God dang it. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to join us tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern for the auction. See ya.
Good night, guys.
Bye-bye.